Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party. Grown and sexy. Join the party. Pajama Party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
All right, welcome to another Friday edition of the Pajama Party. My name is Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Oh, Swad, darling. Happy Friday. Friday. Isn't that what they say? Friday. Está viernes. Okay, I don't know. Arriba. Okay. It's Friday. Whatever that is. That's all. It's
Middle
Friday.
of the month.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it is the middle. Gosh, January's half gone. I see. God. Happy pre-King Day. Okay, I know that's right. We're going to get it in. Hey. Mm-hmm. Ooh, how you tonight, Cal?
King is on the drop side of the weekend.
Pretty good. Just got back cold again, but hanging in there. Yeah, keep hanging. How you doing, Poppa DD?
Everything is cool.
All right, excellent. How you doing?
Cool.
Oh, I am wonderful. Oh, okay. Be ye ever wonderful. Okay, there you go. All right.
That came from some song.
Oh, I'm going to stay as I am. Oh, Gary going to EWF? Break it down. Hey, I love EWF. Okay. Next to Prince. All right. That's my second people. All right. But, okay. Well, what are we getting into? So I'm going to kick it over to Poppa DD. Yeah. Oh, he's thinking too hard. What's our lead topic? The bit down. Wait a minute.
There's so many things going on today. They let a guy out of jail today who was one of the Proud Boys. I guess that's his title, his group. Mm-hmm. But this guy, ironically, was like a little half black, half Spanish. And I think he did 6 months in jail, came out with a big old knapsack. Mm-hmm. You know, and people greeted him and hugged him and stuff like that. And they asked him what did he plan on doing to this point. And he said he's going to separate himself a little bit from the Proud Boys. Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think about that?
Well, that's probably the smartest thing you can do.
You think he learned something, or you think it's... Because he answered that question like, just like that. When he
had 6 months to think about it. I think, my opinion is I think that's the smartest choice that he can make. He shouldn't have been hooked up with these people in the first place. But I think the 6 months locked down gave him time to reconsider. And now maybe he realizes the error of his ways. And hopefully he meant what he said.
It's probably 4 for good behavior.
Well, however much time. That's my opinion. Okay. Give me the breakdown again now. I'm sorry.
One of the leaders of the Proud Boys was let out today, but he wasn't your typical Anglo white guy. He looked a little Spanish, a little black, really, to be honest with you.
Well, how long did he do?
He had a 6 month bid, and I think he came out after 4 months, good behavior, whatever.
Was he fined or anything?
I don't know what his other status was.
Okay.
But,
you don't know where
he claimed that what he said is that he's going to try to separate himself start separating himself a little bit from the Proud Boys.
A little bit or totally?
Well, that was his term. So,
yeah,
what do you think about that? What do you get out of that?
Maybe he's just trying to sound good, trying to front right now. But I think he kind of like a Zimmerman. Zimmerman talk all that good stuff. He got off, yada, yada, but within that year or so, he was in trouble again. So I'm quite sure we'll see this guy again. Wouldn't surprise me. Mm-hmm. That's just something just to get him out, try to get him clear, yada, yada. But, we'll see him again. You think that was just his reply because somebody stuck a mic in his face? Sure. Mm-hmm. What he's going to say, I'm going to continue to be radical and be stupid and no. Yeah, I'm going to go to a rally tomorrow. Right. So when he sounded like he was on the fence, that's what he is. You know, but he's really not. But, well, we'll see. I mean, I say within the next 6 months. I'm not wishing nothing bad on nobody.
But you give him 6 months.
Yeah.
All right. I'll put a quarter on that. What you say, Poppa DD?
Well, I personally say that jail is jail, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that once you go to jail, it's nothing like it. And there's nothing fashionable about it. And you don't go in there like you some kind of proud boy, you know, because there's people in there that's going to be in there a lot longer than you for a lot more serious crimes. And I'm sure he looked around and said this stuff a few nights laying in that little, on that one-person cot made of metal. What the hell am I doing here? You know, and how can I avoid this in the future? Because, you know, I think that I think a lot of them are beginning to realize that, you know, following Trump like that is not really, you know, it's getting kind of old, you know.
Yeah. But
it's getting old when the person's sitting in Mar-a-Lago drinking tequilas and, you know, Mai Tais and whatever else they drink up here in Florida.
Right.
And you know, it's like kind of, you know, it's kind of scary, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? I mean, it's very interesting. So.
Okay.
I wish the dude the best of luck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to go that far to make a point.
Well, I'm going to put my quarter on Ketel's bet 6 months. We'll see what happens.
That you'll see him again, huh?
Yep. In trouble. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ready for the rundown, Ketel?
Sure.
All right. What's on the docket for tonight?
Got a lot today. All right, let's get into it. My hot topic tonight: King family to lead D.C. Hey, that's like our place. March for voting rights on MLK Day. Also, the IRS says expect delays this tax season. And Biden administration announces program and funding to fix bridges. Hit it and quit it headlines: former Washington football team player sentenced to prison. Wow. Kevin Hart and Meek Mill are teaming up with Fanatic CEO. Also, first female-owned black dispensary. Dems clap back at GOP senator over Biden nominee. Kwame Brown, haven't heard that name. I'm sorry, Kwame Kilpatrick has a new job. Never heard his name in a while. Mm-hmm. States say Neviot steered borrowers toward costly student loans. Our cocktail of the week, I got a good one tonight, was Poppin with Poppa DD. Of course, we have to lighten it up with our weird news. Wrong Wright brothers plate flew through approval. Also, Sheriff's No Shave fundraiser bridges 4K, moves year-round. And Florida man with drugs around his penis denies they were his.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. I'm just saying with Redwine, you got a surprise for us tonight, living for the city with Poppa DD. My Hollywood wrap-up, the kiss the list, and the last word. Sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we'll be back with a hot topic.
Bonsoir. This is Redwine, or as they say in Paris, Je suis ben rouge. Join me every Friday right here on A Pajama Party, where I'll get on my rant, sit on my little bar stool, and give you my opinion on whatever has been bugging me or whatever's on my mind this week. You don't want to miss it. I know I won't. So be here with me every Friday, Redwine, on the Pajama Party Show. Visit us on www.apajamaparty.com and check us out. We'll see you there.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Woo, it's time for the hot topics. Let's get it cracking.
Oh,
let's see. Ketel, you're up first.
Hey, what is going on? I'm always first. What is it?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What's up with
You
that?
want to protest, I'm with you.
Okay.
Whatever.
So pick it. All right. Everybody knows, if you don't know, MLK will be Monday, but his official birthday is tomorrow, technically. Mm-hmm. The King family will lead the D.C. March. Yay. And right on time, because they just redid the Frederick Douglass Bridge.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to walk over that first before they go down to the main monument.
Mm.
So the King family will honor the late civil rights leader on Monday by demanding action on federal voting rights legislation.
Yes. Yes.
Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., eldest son, Martin Luther King III, his wife, Andrea Waters King, and their daughter, Yolanda Renee King.
Oh, yeah, she's off the chain.
Yes, she is. She's about 15 now, I think.
Yeah, she's getting older, too.
Yeah.
She is growing up.
Are leading a march on the Martin Luther King Day across the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge at D.C. at 10 before they go down to the main memorial. It's called the Peace Walk, urging the Senate and President Biden to enact federal voting rights legislation. The King family, civil rights leaders, students, and other activists have long called for lawmakers to expand and protect access to the ballot. Protesters marched in the nation's capital all summer, including some who were arrested at demonstrations and rallied in August at the annual march in Washington, D.C. to bring the voting rights attention to that. So on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, Biden delivered a forceful speech in Atlanta. Okay, he got it in. Attacking Republicans for passing restrictive voting laws in states such as Georgia, of course, and calling for sweeping voting rights legislation. The Senate Majority Leader, Charles E. Schumer, has said he plans to bring a package of rule changes to the Senate floor by the MLK Jr. Day to allow Democrats a voting proposal to pass with a simple majority. So let's hope that's going to happen.
I hope so, because they've been dragging this thing out for way too long.
This is some stressful shit. I mean, why have we come to this? This is crazy, because these white folks and these Republicans don't want to have shit. I'm sorry.
I don't know why they keep playing this game.
Yeah.
It's like you keep trying to find ways to suppress people's votes.
Yes.
Just let people vote.
They're trying to stack the deck, before the election.
Sure, but
trying to do whatever. But you know what, though? I just think that too much effort on anything just doesn't work out. You know what I mean? I mean, what are you trying to plan? The perfect murder? Or, what was that thing? Get away with murder with your girl?
Oh, how to get away with murder.
How to get away with murder. And, and you're also saying that you don't give a damn about the white people that are Democrats. And white people that are Democrats don't even feel that way. They're so close-lipped and trying to be on the right side of white that they ain't saying nothing. They go along with the program, but ain't speaking up and saying that, what about us kind of thing. Because I've never seen a world where they're talking where it's all this pro-white support, but it's only whites that you feel is on your side of the coin. But if it's going to affect the other white people, don't you think that's going to affect you eventually? There's only 6 degrees of separation in the world.
At this
Somebody
point,
is somebody's cousin, mother, brother, baby daddy, or whatever.
I don't think they care.
Well, but they're going to have to care because it's going to come down the pipe.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't disassociate yourself thinking just, it's blacks and Spanish. No, it's not. There's a lot of white Democrats. Tons of them.
Yeah.
And when they see the world is not, and they're poor, and when they see that the voting turned out the way they wanted to, and Trump is back, and they still pull white trash 4 or 5 years later, they're going to be like, what about us? And they're going to see Donald Trump Jr. and all them making millions, and they're going to be white like them saying, what the hell?
But it wouldn't surprise me on Monday, you might see more whites out there than,
Well, you usually do. Look at...
Yeah, that is what we usually see.
Yeah, because they got a voice, or they want to say something themselves, not just us. It's just, it should be, equality across the board.
Look at Charlottesville. Charlottesville is a perfect example. Charlottesville, Virginia was a perfect example. There was more whites out there protesting, and a white woman ended up getting killed.
Isn't that the truth? That's crazy.
And even at the insurrection in the Capitol building, a white woman ended up getting shot. And nobody mentions her name. She was one of the most aggressive people, like Crispus Attucks with the British, the first one to jump out there, first one to get shot during the, the British Revolution. And I don't even know what her name is. Yeah. They're not even saying her name, and she was out there trying to bust through the window with the people that did the damage at the Capitol, and nobody even knows who she is. That is such a blow to her family, and everybody else.
They've mentioned the name, but it just has not been.
Yeah, it hasn't resonated.
Right.
I don't know it like what's my girl's name?
Like Sandra Bland.
Sandra Bland.
Like we know her name.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that lady,
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like you were saying, Poppa DD, just like what I always say about gerrymandering, every time they try to change the lines or the boundary lines for one thing, you mess up something else. But they're so hyper-focused on trying to accomplish that one goal. It's like, oh, well, let's change the boundaries so we can put more of the voting Republicans in this district so that we can win this district for all of the red tickets on the ballot. So they want to change the line.
And they try to do
then they don't
Trump
realize,
gets in there.
But look what
by
you
2024, so it's like, hurry up. Hurry up. Haste makes waste all the damn time.
This is what the old folks used to say, cut off your nose to spite your face. You know, they're so busy trying to do one thing, they don't realize what you're sacrificing on the back end.
Yeah, you can't set up, man. If you want to get out of a relationship, just walk away.
Yeah, just walk
Don't
away.
try to set up your ex, because that shit will blow up in your damn face.
Yeah, they're trying to set a trap and do this and do that and make the person suffer and all that.
My thing is
you end up hurting yourself.
They have to cheat to win.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. You can't just go on people's votes and this and that. You got to cheat to win first.
If you think you all that, then just win on your own merit.
No, they can't do that because they know they're outnumbered. They don't have the numbers.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
They're outnumbered.
That's why Biden won. They didn't have numbers.
Well, on another note, IRS this year, and I'm sure people experienced last year, but this year now they're saying it in advance, expect delays, and they've got a whole litany of, I won't say excuses, I'll say reasons as to why they say all this is going to happen. There was a report from the Taxpayer Advocate on Wednesday of this week in their annual report to Congress, and they're saying they're gearing up now for the beginning of tax filing season, which officially begins on January 24th. But they listed some of the challenges for taxpayers and your tax professionals, which would be your CPAs, your HR blocks, and all those other people who process taxes. They're saying part of the issue is the long processing times and the refund delays, difficulty in reaching the IRS reps by telephone, mail, regular mail that went out that hasn't been processed for months at a time. They said many months. Limited or no information available on the Where's My Refund page, which you normally can go to irs.gov if you have a refund pending. You should be able to click it, Where's My Refund, and find out the status of your refund. But last year, they were so far behind.
Oh, yeah.
You could click on that thing every, once a week, and it still didn't have an updated status.
Right.
So they're saying basically this year we're probably going to see that all over again. Some of the other challenges has to do with, like I said, the backlog. They're saying that they started 2021 with more than 11.7 million returns from 2020. And it took them until June just to process the 2019 returns. So that's how far behind they are with the backlog. As of the middle of December, this past December, IRS had millions of items they still needed to address, including more than 6 million unprocessed individual returns, 2.8 million unprocessed business returns, and a combined more than 2.8 million unprocessed amended individual and business returns, and 4.75 million pieces of correspondence. So they're just in a jacked up place right now. So if you got any tax issues or questions or need help, I suggest you figure it out.
And get it done now, huh?
Well, I'm still saying if you need to call them,
right,
good luck.
So you're saying that you can file as early as January 24th?
Yeah, tax filing season begins January 24th.
Gotcha. And what's the
But
end
if you're
date?
waiting on a refund, it might be a while.
Okay, they extended the end date this year to the 18th.
To the 18th, yeah.
To the
18th, yeah. I was going to say not really an extension, it's just the 18th.
I mean, yeah, the 18th.
After the weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's probably due to a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then, of course, they had, like, a lot of staff that was out with COVID.
Oh, sure.
Then you had employees who retired or resigned. So it's just been, like, the same kind of thing that's happening to companies all across the country.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to recoup.
I mean, prime example, hey, the mail, U.S. mail.
Exactly.
I haven't gotten mail and finally got something today in about almost 7 days.
Yeah.
I had to go to the post office to go get some mail, and she gave me 5 pieces of mail, and one piece wasn't even mine. I'm like, lady.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know for a couple of days for me, I think for at least maybe 2 or 3 days in a row, I got no mail.
Right. I mean.
And then, like, the next day, I figured, okay, now here it all comes.
Right.
And then the next day, I got, like, 1 or 2 pieces.
Right.
And I thought, something's not right.
Yeah, during that snow time.
Yeah.
But a lot of, like you said, just like here, a lot of people are out, have COVID. And then I know they talked about some leave. You know, if they didn't use it, they would lose it. So a lot of people have taken leave.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the government, you have that use or lose it.
Yeah. So.
Use it or lose it, whatever they call it.
Okay. Well,
all right.
How early, people?
Yeah. How early, and don't depend on getting anybody on the phone at IRS.
Right.
It's going to be hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, definitely log in, get their website, log into that with your password and all that. That helps.
Yeah. IRS.gov.
Yeah.
Try to, do
put
what
an
you
account
can.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Biden. Next story. Biden's administration announced programs and fundings to fix 15,000 bridges across the country. The Biden administration today announced the launch of new initiatives and $26.5 billion in funds to address the nation's bridge crisis.
Wow.
Now, the program will be administered by the Federal Highway Administration. It represents the single largest dedicated bridge investment since the construction of the International Highway System, according to the news release from the United States Department of Transportation. That's your boy Pete Buttigieg, his department now.
Oh.
Anyway, nationwide, the bridge program is expected to help repair approximately 15,000 highway bridges. Okay, in addition to providing funds to states to replace, rehab, preserve, protect, and construct highway bridges, the program includes dedication to tribal transportation facility bridges as well as off-system bridges, which are generally local-owned facilities, not on the federal aid highway system, according to the news release from the Transportation Department. Now, as we spoke on them earlier, the U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said that modernizing America's bridges will help improve safety, support economic growth, and make people's lives better in every part of the country across rural, suburban, urban, and tribal communities. Now, this program amount of funding must possible be the bipartisan infrastructure law, which allows states and tribal communities to fix the bridges most in need of repairs. Now, I'm wondering how they're going to pull this all off.
Yeah,
now.
how are they going to determine which ones get fixed?
It will also, he said, modernize bridges and withstand the effect of climate change and to make it safer for all users, including cyclists and pedestrians. And they go blah, blah, blah with a bunch of money, bridges for this amount, 2.4 for this, 4.2 for this. But I hope that they keep a good record of all this, because just as an example of it, they have something in the DMV area called the Purple Line, which is a light rail line that's going to run from, from Silver Spring to New Carrollton.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so far behind, billions of dollars behind, and they still haven't even broke ground for tracks on a street called East-West Highway, which runs through Maryland. And it's so sad how it's so backed up. Even when they showed a picture of the groundbreaking of this, people that was at the groundbreaking aren't even in office no more.
Wow.
The 6 people that had shovels in their hand, Nobody's even in office anymore.
What, 5 years ago?
It had to be. No, I think it was more than that. It was more than that. Because
it's been a while.
It's been a while. Mr. Goodhair is in there.
Okay.
Remember Mr. Goodhair, the PG County exec? Who's his name?
Yeah, Baker. Rashawn
Baker.
Rashawn Baker.
Yeah.
He's long gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a show with him. So just go to. I just hope that Buttigieg
keeps up with the money.
Keeps up with the money. Keeps up with the people. Keep up with the contracts.
Yeah.
Because you know that stuff get ugly.
It does.
It get ugly. Who's gonna get it? Black people, Spanish people, white folks would always get it.
I mean, it's supposed to be about the bridges.
Yeah.
But you know, when that kind of billions of dollars is floating, Poppa DD got a good point. People's pockets just get bigger and bigger.
Gotta watch it.
Yep, gotta watch it.
But I wonder though, how did they survey the bridges from coast to coast to determine which bridge will be repaired using this money?
Well, they probably had a checklist. You know, each state probably had a checklist they had to go through.
You got to keep track of what.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, did they go through the governors of each state, or whoever is the local transportation for each state?
Well, we talk to the governor, and then he puts people in place to get the job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just wonder, did they, go? I'm assuming they would have gone.
So who's going to be responsible for the checks and balances, so to speak?
Yeah. Bridges will collapse on your ass.
Yeah.
Let's see it happen.
We've seen it happen.
Well, if you guys got any questions or comments, hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1. You need some money for some bridges, and call Biden. Don't call us.
You want to donate to the bridge fund? Call the White House.
All right.
Well, we'll take it. We'll pass it on. No problem.
Part of that $1 billion.
Yeah. Well, we'll take your contribution.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're coming back with the Hit It and Quit It headlines. You're listening to The Pajama Party Show.
It's another Friday night at The Pajama Party Show, and we're here with our PJs on because you know we don't allow clothes in here. If you enjoyed The Pajama Party Show, why not invite a friend or tell a neighbor to tune in right now? Go ahead and text them. I'll wait. Tell them to call us right now at 914-803-4306. And if they want to join in on the conversation, tell them to press 1 so that we'll know they have something to say. We'd love to meet your neighbors, friends, and relatives, so send them a text, email them, or call them up and tell them to join us for the Pajama Party live on Blog Talk Radio. The more the merrier. Or is it Misery Loves Company, or whichever. Tell them to call us up on 914-803-4306 if they just want to listen, or press 1 if you want to join the conversation. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party Show while I try to find out who hid the belt from my robe. I tell you the truth. Y'all know you're so wrong for that.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One Hills, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. All right, it's that time. Hit 'em and quit 'em. We got the headlines for you, and I'm going to hit one first. I got former Washington football team player sentenced to prison. This is a story about former Washington football team running back. Y'all remember Clinton Portis? He's been sentenced last Thursday to 6 months in prison.
What?
And 6 months of home detention as part of a $4 million nationwide health care fraud scheme that involved a total of 10 retired NFL players. The sentence was handed down in the district court for the Eastern District of Kentucky. Now, Portis, who, of course, played 7 seasons with the Washington football team, was charged with healthcare fraud related to claims regarding medical expenses and purchases following his retirement. And part of his sentence includes paying back the NFL player health reimbursement account plan. So I hope he really made some money off of that scheme, because now he's got to pay some money back. According to the court documents from December of 2017 to December of 2018, Portis applied for reimbursement for costly medical equipment while also falsifying prescriptions, falsifying medical letters and invoices, and he admitted that he was reimbursed for some equipment that he didn't even have a medical need for. He then pleaded guilty to defrauding the NFL healthcare plan in September in an effort to avoid jail time, which obviously didn't really work because he still got 6 months.
That's less than 6 years.
Yeah, so they opted to split the difference between Porter's request and the prosecution's request for 10 to 16 months in prison. That's what the prosecution wanted to give him. So I guess they called it splitting the difference, gave him 6 months in, 6 months home.
So we going to have a thing on his ankle?
I guess, if you got home detention. He'll have some jewelry on his ankle. So according to the Department of Justice, the other people indicted with Portis included Ciandris Brown, James Butler, Frederick Bennett, Correll Buckhalter, Ettrick Pruitt, John Eubanks, Tamarick Vanover, Carlos Rogers, and Robert McCune. So 3 of those guys also played for the Washington football team during the 2000s. I don't know what they were thinking.
Being greedy, I guess they weren't getting enough for their pension, I guess. They were retired, right?
Yeah, they were retired.
I guess
so they started just claiming reimbursements for fake stuff, and then it got good to them. They started making up stuff.
Go work somewhere else. God,
yeah.
Broadcaster, do something.
Go be a Walmart greeter or something.
Well, he was broadcasting on the, like on the radio and stuff like that. He was affiliated with the Redskins.
And after a while, I think that just becomes greed, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to the point where you're falsifying prescriptions so that you can claim a reimbursement, then you're falsifying letterhead from a doctor or from, they were medical invoices? They were creating fake medical invoices to submit to the reimbursement fund to say, oh, I had to get this piece of equipment and I had this therapy, and they were just acting a fool.
Okay.
Anyway, hit them and quit them.
Wow.
All right. What do you got there, Papa?
I got Kevin Hart and Meek Mill. They're teaming up with what's that called? Fantic?
Oh, Fanatics.
Fanatics. That's a gambling service, I believe. Fanatics, CEO Michael Rubin to help the local schools in Philadelphia.
Okay, what's up?
Their $15 million donation will help 110 schools that service underprivileged and disadvantaged children, according to Philly Voice.
Okay.
The combination donation is larger than any one donation the 3 Philly locals have given back to the city of brotherly love where they all grew up.
Oh.
All right. The funds are said to assist thousands of underserved Philadelphia families during the 2022-23 academic school year. Expo sourcing for the trio and the funds will go to private and parochial schools around the Philadelphia region to cover tuition costs, enabling lower-income students to enroll. The funds will benefit the school district of Philadelphia. Hart and Mill were both raised in North Philly, and Rubin was raised in nearby Lafayette Hill.
Is that in Philly too?
Yeah, it's like a little suburbs. And they all have a long history of giving back to their beloved community.
Oh, okay. Now I understand why Kevin Hart did the True Story in Philly.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mill has made a yearly tradition to play Santa to a number of deserving families in his hometown, giving over $500,000 worth of gifts to families last year alone. He also teamed up with Rubin, who is part owner for both the NBA Philadelphia 76ers and the NHL Philadelphia Flyers for a $2 million scholarship fund.
Nice. And this is the guy who's CEO for Fanatics? Or is that somebody else? Rubin? I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding. Is this the same person? When he
they say with Fanatics CEO, but I'm not understanding where the only Fanatic I know in Philly is the mascot for the Phillies baseball team. But maybe
I think
some
it
kind
is
of hockey.
A gambling. Isn't
it's
that
probably some type of
betting
gambling
thing or something. But is it the same person?
Well, yeah, this guy here, he runs the Sixers and and the Flyers.
So he must be a CEO.
And he's the CEO of
Fanatics, I guess.
Doesn't that seem like a conflict of interest?
But to own the betting, own the betting team.
How you own a bet?
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Hey.
What do I know?
Did you turn him in?
Just asking questions.
If you didn't turn him in, he's
I'm not accusing. I'm just asking questions.
Okay.
Turn him in.
If anybody knows if it's a conflict of interest, call us tonight. 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Let's get it.
It just seemed like somehow that just doesn't seem quite right.
They get money, so that's.
Yeah, I'm like, how you part owner of these teams, but then you own a company that allows people to bet on said teams? That just doesn't seem right to me.
That's a whole other ball game. I would just leave that alone.
Okay. I'm not turning them in.
Okay.
Just asking.
Hit them and quit them.
All right.
Okay, the first female black-owned dispensary. Name is Adrienne Scales Williams. She was excited by the idea of giving patients an alternative option in medicine. After learning so many horror stories related to pain medications, side effects, and addictions. That's when Scales Williams decided to open the first black-owned dispensary in St. Louis. It's called Luxury Leaf Dispensary.
Luxury Leaf?
Leaf. Mm-hmm. Leaf as in,
Oh,
cannabis.
What's she dispensing? Okay.
Marijuana. Marijuana. Catch up.
What other name have you heard of the dispensary linked to?
Medical cannabis. Okay, let me finish. Then y'all can fight. Medical cannabis has been proven to be a safe and effective option for pain management. Cannabis has marginalized so many black people and still continues to produce barriers within the legal system as well as the industry. So true. She goes on to say many black people that consume cannabis may purchase from illegal operations, further exposing us to an illicit market and illegality. Having a place for us, by us, sounds like FUBU, can ensure that quality is being reserved as well as education is being provided on the plant. Okay. This industry has profited off of black and brown people, and it is imperative that black cannabis businesses are representative. Due to the long-standing illegality of cannabis, stigma remains a struggle, which is true. So if we educate black people that cannabis is safe, effective, and legal form of medicating, the constant education will help to overcome the challenge. Sounds good. But it says 80% of all cannabis businesses are owned by non-blacks. 80%.
What a shocker.
I guess I don't know if I don't know, and only 10% of blacks and Hispanics. But you know what? I look at it on both sides. Maybe we are afraid to own a cannabis company because I just read about the stigma of blacks being in that business. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's about the resources to own a business like that.
Yeah, true that.
To have it legal, all the licensing and everything required.
But you're right. They might give us a hard time. Who knows?
I don't know.
Hey, maybe we should check it out and find out.
Oh, yeah, you let me know.
That's a multi-billion-dollar business.
Shout out to her. She got it going.
I know. Okay.
All right, what's her name again?
Scales Williams. That's the last name. First name Adrienne.
All right, Miss Adrienne.
Hey. So everybody going to flock to St. Louis now.
Okay.
I might check it out again. Okay.
Road trip.
All right. Yeah, there you go. All right.
All right. Over to you, Poppa DD.
I'm up again.
Yeah.
What's this job pay anyway? Anyway, Dems clapped back at the GOP senator who claimed that black Biden nominee has a rap sheet on traffic tickets.
Oh, please.
Okay, now, peep this here. Now, what this guy is nominated for is something that Trump was dropping in the circuit courts when he was president all day. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All day, 10, 15 of them, like it wasn't nothing. Okay, far-right senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, all right, is facing backlash over her opposition to one of President Joe Biden's judicial nominees. All right. This week, Senate Judiciary Committee members considered Biden's nominee of lawyer Andre Mathis to serve as the Sixth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals, as Mathis testified before the committee. Now, Blackburn, who was, like I said, far-right Tennessee woman, said that she wouldn't support his nominee due to his rap sheet of traffic citations. Now, that rap sheet, she said that his rap sheet, he has a laundry list of citations amounting to 3 traffic tickets, more than a decade old, including one for driving just 5 miles over the speed limit. Okay? Mathis initially failed to pay them, assuring the committee he stupidly forgot to do so until his license was suspended. Thereupon, he paid the tickets. He has never been arrested or charged with a crime. Later in the hearing, Senate Judicial Chairman Dick Durbin defended Mathis, saying, well, Senator Blackburn referred to your rap sheet, is what she called it. Well, if speeding ticket is a rap sheet, he said, I got a couple of those also. He said, I never got a speeding ticket for driving 5 miles over the limit, which apparently is one of your tickets. He said, we've all, I think, been guilty of sin, and perhaps all have a rap sheet that's over 6 miles or more. Okay, During then gave a visual, emotional Mathis a chance to explain. Now, Mathis said, I highly regret that I'm in this situation. I feel like I've been. He said, this is him. This is Mathis, is the gentleman going for the job. Mathis said, I highly regret that I'm in this situation. I feel like I'm embarrassed my family while I deserve this, they don't. Interesting enough, just last year, a car that Blackburn now was in got pulled over for a traffic violation. Over was released after the senator showed police her congressional pen. Okay, so she's able to walk away from stuff. I mean, it gets to the point where let he without sin cast the first stone. And you really got to watch how you rag on people because, we're all in this together, believe me. The senator, he said the senator's skeletons of Blackburn outline what is possible to happen to people, just for the heck of it. So, very interesting.
Yeah,
they go hard on black people, man. For the simplest thing.
You think?
Look,
you're not going to tell me that any of these
He actually called it a rap sheet?
Well, look at the stuff that Clarence Thomas was up against when he became Chief Justice. With your girl, what was her name? Anita Hill. Man, she was saying he was talking about pubic hairs on a can of soda.
But he was.
That's what I'm saying. And he still got in as a Chief Justice.
Yeah, that's true.
Enough to shake it.
All right.
I tell you.
You're going to hit him and quit him.
Okay. All right. That's a whole nother jam.
Clarence Thomas is a whole topic.
They just hate black people.
Well, this one here, he's another topic, too. Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yeah, that's a blast from the past.
He has a new job. And Detroit may have a new infusion of capital. The disgraced politician has now started a new business, Virtual Ministries. It's a virtual ministry, Kilpatrick told Deadline, so we'll be everywhere. That's his motto, I guess.
Oh. Well, that's frightening.
As an end result of his crimes, Kwame Kilpatrick still owes more than $4.7 million to the city of Detroit and to the IRS. He also only served 7 years of a 28-year sentence thanks to 45 commuting his sentence. I can't even say the man's name.
I know.
The jackass. Okay.
The
ex-jackass.
X. Yeah.
Kilpatrick.
Yeah. Okay.
Kilpatrick started having problems around the time of the so-called, quote-unquote, Manoogian Mansion Party. Okay, I'm going to break it down. This was in the fall of 2002.
Okay.
Kilpatrick and his fellow partygoers invited dancers to the party. This was at his house. Kilpatrick's wife came home unexpectedly and physically attacked a dancer. An investigation was launched, and Michigan Attorney General Cox and the Michigan State Police found no evidence that the party took place. Trying to say the party didn't happen. Come on now.
That doesn't even sound right.
So, 2 internal affair officers claimed they were fired in retaliation. They successfully sued the city and were the subject of a smear campaign headed for Kilpatrick's team. So things got even messier, all thanks to this mansion party, and he was ultimately charged with perjury, misconduct in office, and obstruction of justice. So in 2008, Kilpatrick pleaded guilty to 2 felony counts of obstruction of justice and pleaded no contest to assaulting the deputy. So as part of his plea agreement, he agreed to serve 4 months in jail, pay $1 million of restitution, City of Detroit, and surrender his license to practice law. 5 years of probation and not run for public office during his probation period.
Oh, so after 5 years,
it should be forever.
Again, if you want.
So he was also required to resign as mayor of Detroit and surrender his state pension from his 6-year service in the Michigan House of Representatives. Kilpatrick admitted that he lied under oath several times. So he should be underneath the damn jail. But he's supposed to be doing 28 years. He did 7. So
because Trump came in and rescued him.
Yeah. So,
but what is his connection to him? I don't.
Connection.
It's
just somebody he just pardoned, I guess. You know.
Okay, so he had a list of people that
were. He could pardon.
Okay.
And people could have pleaded, with Trump or whatever. They send letters, this, that, whatever.
Okay.
So
I wonder what was in that letter.
Well, who knows? It wouldn't surprise me if he don't come back up and Trump might be connected with him in some way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That guy did you a favor now. You got to step up and play.
I scratched your back.
That's how they do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, watch out.
Yeah, that back scratch society. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got the last one about Navient.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who has student loans knows about Navient. One of the nation's largest student loan servicing companies is now having to pay $1.85 billion to settle a long-running lawsuit accusing Navient of predatory lending practices that have cost young borrowers billions of dollars.
Wow.
A group of states got together and sued Navient, which was formerly part of Sallie Mae, in 2017, and accused the federal loan servicer of deceptive and abusive practices. And I can attest that that's the truth. Navient on Thursday agreed to settle the suit, and Navient is going to pay $95 million in direct restitution to student borrowers and $142 million to the various attorneys generals for them to spend on various state initiatives. Under the deal, Navient will cancel $1.7 billion in debt for roughly 66,000 borrowers who defaulted on loans, mostly that originated between 2002 and 2010. So they went on to talk about how Navient repeatedly and deliberately put profits ahead of the borrowers, how they engaged in deceptive and abusive practices, targeting students who knew that it was going to be a struggle to pay these loans back, and then Navient put an unfair burden on people that were just trying to improve their lives by getting a good education. Because that's what they tell us. They tell us when you get in high school, now you need to go to college to get a good education so you can get a good job and provide for your family. So people take out these loans because they can't afford to pay the tuition out of pocket.
Right.
And before you know it, you're in debt.
Yeah. That's why a lot of kids don't like to go to college because you have to get those student loans, and you will go in debt. They don't want to do it, put their parents in debt.
And once you're in, you feel like, well, does it make sense now that I took out like the loan for the first year?
Right.
I got 3 more years to go.
Right.
It's pointless to quit now.
That's true.
Might as well finish. So then you take out a loan for year 2 and year 3.
There you go.
And Lord help you, if you fail a couple of classes and have to retake them, you end up in 5 years.
So I wonder who, said, okay, enough is enough. I guess
Well, these states got together, and some of these attorneys general for these states.
Oh, okay. So
they said, I guess enough people had been complaining.
Right, I got you.
And they got together and said, we're going to have to
That's what's up.
do something about this.
But you know what? It's about time that we as people, we just in general, we need to just fight back sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth it. Class action suits and stuff.
I agree. And see, part of the issue is that Navient, when you call them and you say, I'm struggling trying to make my payment,
right,
they guide people and say, well, look, here's what you can do. You got a few options.
Right.
You can do this or you can do that. And they're guiding and directing people to do things like, well, why don't you just consolidate all your loans? Because some schools, every semester is another loan.
Right.
So depending on how many semesters you stay in school, you end up with a dozen or so loans.
Right.
They say, why don't you just consolidate them? That'll make it easier.
Right.
But that actually makes your payment even more.
Right, makes it higher.
So now instead of trying to just pay 2 or 3 at a time, now you got one big giant one. And that's because they encourage you to do it, telling you this is better for you, but it's really better for them.
Right. What?
So anyway, I'm putting Navient on the kiss it list.
Okay.
Twice.
Well, look, I want to put Kwame Kilpatrick as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to it. But if you guys got any questions or comments, hit us up, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1.
And we'll be back on the other side of the break with Ketel and the cocktail of the week.
This is the Pajama Party on Blog Talk Radio. The Pajama Party is produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment at www.dchomegrown.com. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the Pajama Party crew and you. So pick up the phone and dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306. And tell us what's on your mind. There's a big fluffy pillow reserved just for you at the Pajama Party, so call us now. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Pass it on. Log on to www.apajamaparty.com and click the Listen Live banner or call 914-803-4306. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Is it tea time, darling?
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. One who's Poppa DD with Ketel
Hello.
and Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. And it's time for Ketel and the cocktail of the week. What you got for us tonight, Ketel?
Sit back and buckle up.
Uh-oh.
This one is called, I always have some interesting cocktails. This one is called the Screwball White Russian. Now, I just tried this for the first time, but Redwine and Poppa DD, they're way ahead of me. But anyway, I stumbled on this whiskey called Screwball, and it's made out of peanut butter. I said peanut butter.
Of course you can.
Sounds delicious. Peanut butter whiskey drinks are full of flavors, and this recipe is a delicious alternative to the White Russian.
Okay.
So, in a rock glass, we're going to put around the rim peanut butter, actual peanut butter. Then we're going to dip it in salt. We have a salty peanut butter rim. Okay. Then we're going to add our Galore coffee liqueur. And we're going to add our peanut butter whiskey as well. And, of course, have a White Russian. You have to have vodka.
Of course.
Of course. So,
Let's have the kills, darling.
so we're going to add all 3 of those ingredients. And that's your Screwball White Russian. So you have to check that out. It's Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey.
So that's the name of the whiskey itself.
That's the name of the whiskey. Screwball. Screwball.
Okay.
That's what I said. So look, the name you got me is Screwball.
I did try the Screwball, and it actually is very good. It does taste kind of peanut buttery.
Right.
Very peanut butter.
Yeah.
But it's very good.
I would say once you pour it, smell it first so you can savor that smell, and then the taste is just going to just enhance it even more.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right now.
All right.
Well, thank you, Ketel.
Right.
That's the cocktail of the week. And again, it's called
Screwball White Russian.
All right. You heard it first on the Pajama Party Show. All right. All right. We're going over to Poppa DD. It's time for What's Poppin'. What's poppin', Poppa DD?
Uh-oh.
I know everything is poppin', but what's poppin' tonight?
It's just become the same old thing with I call it the shakedown. You know, it seems like I don't even know who to fault more. You know, like I'm not who to fault more, but I just can't understand more how some white folks could be so bold to go in so hard on black people, to go in so hard without rhyme, reason, research. You know what I mean? Verification. None of that. They sit back in their world. Their world has been privileged for so long that every time they sit down, there's an automatic, what do you call that thing? They have an automatic lumber bar behind their back. It just comes out, pops out. Every time they sit down, lumber bar, supports their back. And they roll like that and live like that, you know? I saw on the show on the Shark Tank, where this black lady had a business, they ripped her apart because she said something concerning patent, and this one European guy, I wouldn't trust his British ass no further. I could throw him. Okay, he's like, you know your patent's up. And then she told a story. She started crying about some things she went through medical. And, I believe you now. I want to invest with you. Well, motherfucker, you wasn't investing with me 10 minutes ago. I got to show tears for your ass? Or maybe I'll just prick my finger and show you some damn blood. What would that get me?
Wow.
I just think that we, you know, like I said, let he without sin cast the first stone. You know, skeletons are not only something everybody has, but when you peel back skin, that's what you see. Skeleton. Everybody comes in a skeleton. You know, and you can either walk like you are, you know, a normal person that made some mistakes or what have you, and don't. But some people act like they are just the shit, and they just ain't never done nothing. And anybody that they feel that they don't like, they go in hard on. How do you have the heart to do that? You know, but like it's been for years and years, I think a lot of black people felt that white people never had any really strong security they ever had to worry about. You know, we can slap them around and not give them jobs because they'll just go away with their tail between their legs. Because they patronize the shit out of us anyway. Mr. Charlie, Mr. Charlie, Mr. Charlie. They call us Mr. Charlie all day anyway. You know, I've been on many jobs where I see brothers and sisters just kissing the white man's ass all day long. I'm like, why are you kissing this man's ass so much? And they'll turn to me and say, well, that's what's wrong with you. See, you always want to be so blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, damn, that's what's wrong with me. You the one with the Johnson of your ass. That's what's wrong with me? You know, I mean, excuse my expression. I thought this is an adult show, so what the hell?
Hey.
Anyway, you know, we patronize them to the max with everything. We see them with a flat tire, we pull over. Black folks get a flat tire, we keep going. You know, we don't do anything that has to do with, you know, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. We get shook down. You go out of Home Depot with a tub with the lid on it, they'll pop your tub up and take a look. You know, a white man with a tie on it, buy that same tub with a lid on it, they'll ring it up. Boop. Okay, $14.22. Goodbye, sir. Have a good day, sir. Sir. Give him 5 damn sirs. we patronize the shit out of white folks. I don't know why. And like I said, I believe in respect for people, but damn, patronizing, damn, we got to stop that. I see it on the news in the DMV area, in the networks like this. I ain't going to name no channel because I won't put them on blast.
Okay.
But maybe I will. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, this weather guy, right?
Uh-oh.
When they go to announce him, the black women that announce him, they make jokes with him like he's the most fantastic joker on the planet. How's the weather? And it's just a la 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 la. This shit makes my stomach turn. I'm like, damn, my beautiful, educated black anchors making damn near $200,000-300,000 a year.
Boy.
Get your tongue out of his white ass.
Okay.
I've never seen so much patronizing in my life. If you go to work and you got to kiss your boss ass like that, boy, you got a long ass career ahead of your ass. Because I got news for you. As long as you give him too much respect, he ain't gonna never give you shit. Because all you are is gum on the bottom of his shoe. Until you stand up to him about something, that's when they respect you the next morning. Oh, you know, John, once you stand up to him the next day, you know, I really was thinking about promoting you to assistant manager. You know, I mean, I know we had a little scuffle the other day. Because now he sees that you got some fucking testicles between your legs. So, but I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, cut back on your patronism, really, sincerely.
Okay, now. Wee.
Got any comments? Give us a call. Talk to Ketel and Redwine. I ain't responsible for nothing I say.
No.
Stick 'em on me.
Oh, talk to Poppa DD.
No, but I have witnessed some of that patronizing.
Oh.
It does kind of make your stomach hurt after
Mr. White man. Oh, you look so good today. You look like shit. You look so good. I like that tie. Really? You really like this tie with his non-matching-ass shirt, non-matching-ass pants. And where'd you get those fucking shoes? You know, anyway, I'm leaving it alone.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Dropping the mic. It's a number 2
okay.
pencil, but I'm dropping it.
Okay. Don't drop it. All right. Well, it's time to what?
Lighten
it up.
Lighten it up.
All right.
Woo, because that was heavy. Time to lighten it up.
As long as I don't have a penis one.
Okay. All right. It's time for the weird news. What you got, Ketel?
Okay. Now, everybody knows the Wright brothers, right? They were the first.
The airplane brothers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brothers. You know, everybody know where, you know, they did it, right?
I thought it was in North Carolina.
North Kakalaki. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Wrong Wright brothers plate flew through approval. Duh. People sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
The backward Wright flyer that was at the center of an embarrassing license plate mistake in Ohio last year flew through the approval process with little to no discussion. Designers of the Ohio Department of Public Safety fussed over such issues as color, saturation, centering, and image placement. But the Ohio State Highway Patrol tested the license plate's lettering for readability. So meanwhile, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine and his wife, Fran, controlled the imagery's overall messaging, from its rural and urban themes to its nods to Ohio's water resources and history. Okay, they did all that. They got all these people looking at this license plate.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio, Wright brothers. Ohio, Wright brothers. And that doesn't match. So the flipped around plane dragging a birthplace of aviation banner from its front, rather its back end, appeared to be there from the onset. To email the images from the 15-month design process provided to the Associated Press through a public records request. Department's visual communication manager declined an AP request for comment on the plate or the design process.
I bet he did.
The Wright brothers' historic aircraft is intended as a proud symbol of Ohio's place in aviation history, but it turned into a punchline in October after the new plate design was unveiled and people immediately noticed it was oriented incorrectly.
does Ohio have to do with the Wright brothers? Is that where they flew? I don't understand.
So somebody tweeted, "Y'all leave Ohio alone." Tweeted the Department of Transportation in North Carolina, where the Ohio-bred Wright brothers took their famous first flight in 1903.
Oh, that's what it is.
They wouldn't know. They weren't there.
Okay.
So they were born in Ohio.
Oh, so Ohio's trying to stake some claim based on where they were born. And they had the thing all turned around crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. What can you say?
I know.
All right. I got another crazy one for you. This one's out of Louisiana. I don't want to mispronounce the city.
Okay.
I'll try. Thibodeau, Louisiana. A wintertime law enforcement fundraiser called No Shave November has raised $4,000 in 2 months, proving so popular that a Louisiana sheriff decided to make it year-round. After what we've been through in the past 2 years, I figured there's plenty of great causes to allow this to continue all year. So I'm changing No Shave November into No Shave Forever, Sheriff Craig Weber said in a news release. Deputies and other employees of the LaFourche Parish Sheriff's Office have been donating $25 a month to charity to be allowed to grow beards in November and December. Those who don't grow beards can dress more casually on Fridays if their job allows it. So employees have raised $2,595 for the American Cancer Society, $1,260 for Special Olympics Louisiana, and the sheriff's office said that they could also choose other nonprofit groups with other smaller amounts, which they gave to 22 other groups, including Wheelchairs for Warriors and the Red Cross. So more than 125 of the office's 350 employees have been participating, and about 1/3 of them were women. So I guess they stopped shaving their legs. Captain Brennan Mathern, spokeswoman for the sheriff's office, was explaining all this in an email Wednesday. And they said traditionally many law enforcement agencies allow male officers to grow mustaches but not beards. I never knew that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can have a mustache, but they got some issue with hair on the chin.
It's the end thing now, beards and stuff.
Yeah, but I guess the law officers can't have one. But they can if they pay that $25 a month.
Okay.
Give it to charity.
Be like Duck Dynasty.
Oh, my gosh.
I hope not.
Yeah, if they don't shave it, that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Or ZZ Top, if anybody remembers that group. All right, Poppa DD, what's your weirdness?
I don't know how I got this story. Anyway, they passed it. Anyway, Florida man with drugs around his penis denied that they were his drugs. This happened in Clearwater, Florida, Friday. Authorities said they found cocaine and methamphetamines wrapped around a man's penis during a traffic stop, but the man denied the drugs were his. Okay, this happened in, looks like Pinal County. Is that Pinal County? Pinal County Sheriff's in Clearwater. That's really appropriate county. Sheriff's deputies said they stopped the vehicle driving without lights on at 4 a.m. in the morning last Saturday. And WFLA TV reported the driver was arrested on charges of DUI and marijuana possession. The authorities said they found a gun underneath the passenger seat while searching the car, and discovered the drugs while they were searching his person. Anyway, the man said the drugs were not his, and he did not say who the drugs belonged to. This was obviously a white guy.
What kind of frisking did they do that they found that?
Well, they frisky. Make sure I had no weapons and stuff on them.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, but to be wrapped, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, if something's wrapped around your stuff, they must have really patted him down.
Well, he was in Florida, so he probably didn't really have enough to disguise the bulge.
But you know what? There was a case where an officer patted the guy too frisky, and the guy sued him because he was on his Johnson.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what was up.
Said you getting a little too personal.
I can't remember that story.
Yeah,
my goodness.
I mean, that was too much.
He said you getting a little too personal.
Yeah. Weird news for sure.
Wow.
Okay.
How in the world are you going to say that stuff is not yours after all that? If it's wrapped around you, like somebody else put it there and you didn't know anything about it.
And you said, okay, somebody just got on my car.
Yeah.
You must have dropped it, but it's not wrapped around your pee-pee.
Okay. How you going to say, I don't even know where that came from, man. That's not my... And you drive it at 4 a.m. with no lights on?
One of them little Jamaican girls that do braids could tie that shit up pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to touch that one, Bob.
I know I'm not going to touch it. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back with I'm Just Saying on the other side of the break.
Just enough for the city.
Okay, but why are we doing Stevie Wonder? I thought we were doing Pajama Party.
Well, I was talking about my little one of my segments of Living for the City.
Join the party.
Now you ride me.
That's every Friday night at 9. Pajama Party. No clothes allowed.
Ketel and Redwine stepping on my parade. I had the mic first. And they're coming in just trying to,
It's my turn.
She gonna sing.
What number to call?
Call us at 914
803
4306
and press 1.
And press 1 to be put into the queue. And say what you have to say. You can read off what we're talking about. Come up with a new subject of your own. We're liberal. We're easy.
Eastern time.
Eastern time. We're here 9 p.m. Friday nights. That's 6 o'clock West Coast. And maybe 7 o'clock in the mountains or in the
7 in the mountains.
Around Michigan.
8 o'clock Central.
Michigan and New Orleans and all that. We're like an hour back.
Yeah,
but 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
9:15 CP time.
CP time 9:15.
Don't be late when you listen to us. It is 9 o'clock on the dot.
That's right. Every Friday night.
We'll see you there.
Goodbye.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. One of the hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine. We have Redwine coming up now with, I'm Just Saying.
Okay. Tonight, I'm just saying, I'm going to have to talk about your girl, Poppa DD.
Uh-oh. My girl.
Yeah, your girl. Melania Trump.
We
talk about your girl. Melania Trump.
Mm-hmm.
The ex-first lady has announced that she is auctioning her autographed white hats that she wore to the meeting when they met the French President Macron, and he came to the White House in 2018.
I don't remember
she had on that white suit and this white hat.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she was looking sharp that day. I'll give her that. But she's auctioning off this white hat.
How much?
And check this out. She wants the starting bid to be $250,000.
Damn.
I was like, what? For a hat? Just because you wore it? Who the freak do you think you are? I'm just saying, Melania, did Donald cut your allowance? What is going on with this? Now, she's completely breaking the traditions of first ladies, which is no surprise, of course, because they ain't about tradition. They don't do anything the way normal is done, so that's not a shocker. But she's got other auction items that she's coming up with. But it's making me think, is she hurting for money? Like, what's really going on here? Now, usually, items from the First Lady's wardrobe are loaned to museums. You know how they do that. They loan stuff out, certain outfits that were worn for, like, pivotal moments and stuff. It'll be on display. But this girl's trying to get paid. She's like, I ain't worried about no museums. I need money. And she wants a minimum of $250,000 just for that white hat. I'm like, Melania, are you serious? I'm just saying, Donald must have cut her allowance, or maybe she's saving money for her exit plan.
Ooh.
She might be. You know how squirrels gather up their nuts when the weather gets cold? I don't know. But everybody knows that Trump and the Trump family loves money, making money, getting money, holding money. They just love money. Remember his theme song on The Apprentice, money, 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 that they took from the OJs. But I just feel like this has really gone too far. And she's made it clear that the money is not for a charity or some other organization. She specifically stated this is for personal gain. I'm like, what is happening here? I guess she said, I ain't trying to hide it. This is for me. It's going in my pocket. And I want a minimum of $250,000 or better, just for the hat. So old girl is trying to capitalize on her time as first lady, and I guess she figured a way to get paid. Now, also up for auction is a watercolor painting of her face wearing that same white hat.
Oh, God.
I think that white hat is gold or something. But she calls this watercolor picture that's on her website, it's the Head of State collection. Now, I don't know if that's a play on the fact that it's a hat, or does she actually think she was the head of state? I don't know which. But she calls it the Head of State collection. And she's also auctioning off one of those NFT digital blockchain coins things, which I couldn't even begin to explain because I never have been able to figure that stuff out. But she's auctioning off all of this stuff. So I'm just saying, 45 might have told her she need to earn her keep. I'm trying to figure out, like, what are you doing? Why is there this push to try to get all this money like that? But the catch is, if you buy these items on the auction, you have to pay for it with cryptocurrency. She don't want cash. She don't want credit. She wants cryptocurrency.
She wants to bury it in the dirt.
She wants that crypto money. Now, some of the ex-staffers say they're very confused by all of this that she's doing, and they're wondering, like, what's she going to sell next? Now, some of them are saying this is really against protocol and it's gaudy. I say she's trying to get whatever coin she can to get her getaway from Donald. That's what I say. But that's just my theory. But I remember how she used to look at him sometimes. Remember how she used to kind of grit on him and roll her eyes?
At her husband?
Yeah. When they would go to different things and he would hold her hand and she would smile, and as soon as he turned her head, her look would change, like, what's that, 180-degree change. So that smile would drop, and she would look at him like, if I could kill you right there,
you don't think this is going to last.
I don't know. I'm just saying, something ain't quite right. Something's weird with those Trumps. But I guess weird is normal for them.
Yeah.
This is Redwine. I'm just saying. I think Donald cut her allowance with his petty stuff. His petty self, you know. He's a weird dude. But she trying to get her money together, stacking her coins. I think Melania is trying to make a move. But I'm speculating. But she's definitely auctioning off her stuff. I don't know. She might be doing lap dances now. Anyway.
It's going to be interesting to see, you know, what else is going to transpire from that.
Yeah, I'm like, what you doing? Who does this? Well, the ex-first lady. Unfortunately, you are.
Yeah.
Why are you behaving like...
Uh-oh.
Never mind. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. Poppa DD.
Well,
let's go to living for the city. What's happening in the city, Poppa DD?
You gonna piggyback off that? Maybe, I don't know.
I'm gonna leave her alone.
The one thing I did want to piggyback on, and I'm not gonna go in too hard because these are my brothers, you know, Meek Mill and Kevin Hart. I'm not even going hard with that at all, but I just hope that they kind of oversee that money in Philadelphia to the max. You know, because you know that's
a lot of money.
That's a long story that I'm very familiar with. And what I don't understand that got me in this, and like I said, maybe they didn't did their homework on it, but they said they were helping children in public and parochial schools to pay their tuition. Now that I don't understand. If you're going to pay some people to pay their tuition to go to parochial school, then why don't you pay everybody to go to parochial school? Why we still got the public people going to the public school? I mean, if they want to, that's cool. But I'm trying to figure out that you're going to still help people that maybe don't even need the help. I mean, I'm not saying that these people that go to parochial schools are rich, but when you sign up for a parochial school, which is the, the brother or sister of it, it's private. It's either Catholic or, when they say on the news, all public and parochial schools are closed due to snow, what have you. Parochial means that it's a paid thing. It's a, it could be a regular institution or what have you. But I'm trying to figure out, you're giving the public school money to the city of Philadelphia school district, but the parochial school, you got to put somebody's name behind that check because it's going for someone in particular. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if that's the way it's being paid out, it's got to be paid out that way. You can't. What is going to do? How many people? Then hell, if I was going to public school, I said, well, then let me jump over to this parochial school. Yeah, so the parochial school has got to be paid to individuals. Give me the names of all people going to public school: Judy Van, Dennis Van, Scott Johnson, blah blah. But the public people are still, their schools still have no air conditioning, no heat. Just a mess. And parochial schools, being they've been paid for, at least they're able to pay for the basic entities. I'm sure their schools need to be furnished as well, but they're getting dough from people. So they at least be able to pay for some stuff. I just think that along with Biden with the highway money and along with Meek Mill and Kevin Hart and the gentleman that owns the Flyers and the Sixers, y'all need to watch this money like a damn hawk. You know what I mean? Because these are involving children. And you need to check back every 2 years and see what your money is doing. Check on these kids and see their progress. Check them out in 2nd grade and 4th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, 10th grade, 12th grade. Check their progress. See how they're doing. Don't just throw a bunch of money at a school district of Philadelphia and they fix a bunch of potholes around the damn school. You never know. So I just want to put that out there like that. Just, stop just doing stuff to put your name out there, but you're throwing money in all the wrong damn places. Not to mention the crooked-ass teachers and administrators and everybody. Yeah. Hi, I'm Professor Superintendent Johnson. Yeah, give me $10 million and I'll do the right thing. His ass get locked up on a fucking crack charge. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing no bad luck on it at all.
I know what you're saying.
But watch it, because we done got so much history on these things.
Hopefully some checks and balances. They have people in place to watch the money, like you said.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like, Meek and Kevin Hart, somebody. At least, like you said, every 2 years. It doesn't have to be every year or every 5 years.
How about every month?
I mean,
checking on what's happening.
And work on what's important. That heat, air conditioned, windows. You know what I mean?
But maybe you had a good point, because maybe some of that money could be, they could start what's the word?
What, some kind of fund?
Committee.
Oh, okay.
To oversee that money.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
So if they have to get paid salaries, that's fine. It can be included into that money. But somebody needs to, watch over the money.
And get some success stories.
Right. That'd be good.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But that
probably go up there and handle that.
All right. But then, too, I think Kevin Hart and the Meek guy, they should have somebody, like one of their representatives.
Yeah,
go check on them. Say, what's going on?
Let's see. I'll call him tomorrow.
All right. Poppa DD's going to get on that one.
Okay.
All right, Poppa DD. That's some good information.
It is.
Hopefully they'll handle it right, like you said.
All right. Okay. All right. So if you guys got any questions or comments, hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press what?
Get in the queue. All right.
All right.
You going to keep it rolling?
Hey, we can do that.
Okay.
All right. Where we going?
Come on.
I'm going to Hollywood.
Okay. Waiting on you.
Let me wet my whistle.
Uh-oh.
He's sleeping
We're
in.
getting ready to hit the West Coast and go to Hollywood.
This damn tap water. Hollywood. Hollywood.
Okay. All right, Papa.
All right.
You done made me pull Kevin Hart to the front, so I'm going to pull my story on Kevin Hart to the front. If you guys don't know now, but Kevin Hart was on the Shark Tank a week ago, and he was filling in for Damon John and what's his name, Robert? He was filling in for those two guys. He also endured some ribbing from fellow shark Kevin O'Leary, of course, who claimed that Kevin Hart was a rookie, and when it came to investing, that he didn't know too much about. Bullshit, that wasn't true. Okay, he's made 10 investments as an individual investor. He's also a brand partner with what's this? Fabletics? Is it Fabletics? Fabletics Men's. Right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why he's been advertising. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He also explained on the show that he created Heartbeat Ventures. It's an investment offshoot of his Heartbeat Productions to create what he called financial inclusion opportunities for blacks. Heartbeat Ventures also has already partnered with Beyond Meat, Zero Body, and Liquid 4. So he's been into a lot of things. So he's created 2 entities that he can either invest or he can, do whatever he needs to do. He also invested on the particular show, this chopstick thing that you can pick up items, like if you're on a computer or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
He invested $200,000, so he went in with Lori, Blondie, 20%. And then he also invested $500,000 in something called Black Sands Entertainment. It's a production company whose spotlight focuses on black history. He teamed up with Mark Cuban. I'm surprised.
That was the black comic book.
Right.
Guy.
Mark Cuban?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he jumped on that.
Yeah, Mark saw that. He said, you know what? I want to get into this.
I want a piece of that.
Mm-hmm.
He's seeing all kind of stuff on all these animated shows.
Yeah, but I think Mark Cuban, he is into either comic books or something. I think I remember seeing him doing something like that.
Okay.
So, who knows? Okay, other news, the biggest creative IPO of all time in music, the Versus. Versus were created by Swizz Beatz and Timberlake.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Versus has held it down for the culture since its debut in 2020. Damn, only not even 2 years. Created by Swizz Beatz and Timberland. And matter of fact, Timberland, he's getting ready to be honored at the TV1.
Okay.
Yeah, on Monday. So
that started during COVID.
What? Oh, yeah, the Versus, right. 136.5 million viewers? Wow, that was a showdown between Brandy and Monica. That's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Versus via Triller has planned to become a publicly traded company on the stock market. Yeah.
Go ahead, brothers.
So once the deal is finalized, Triller Verse will become the new face and will be valued at an impressive $5 billion with a B.
What?
$5 billion. They're going to trade under the ticker symbol ILLR on NASDAQ. So, hey.
ILLR.
Mm-hmm.
Iller. Oh, iller. Like it's iller than anything else. That's ill.
Right.
This is iller. Okay.
Yep.
I got it.
So, hey, that's what's up. They're going to include some more celebrities: Gladys Knight, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Ashanti, and they got more to come. So
yeah, I saw some of those battles.
Yeah.
I did see the one with Brandy and Monica.
Yeah, that was good.
It was.
That was a good one. Steve Harvey, he's in the news. He's in hot water. He started a new show on ABC, a judge show. It's a courtroom reality show. Harvey attempts to settle disputes that might not go in front of a real judge, but the premise allows for funny situations and Harvey's comedic comebacks.
Mm-hmm.
So he got a little hot water with ABC. This particular case, he heard two sides between the plaintiff, Kristen Jones, and a David Ronick. And he refused to marry the woman after 20 years. A relationship, they had 3 children together. And Jones is suing him for his hesitation. Okay. So Harvey soon went into frustrated dad mode and called the guy stupid numerous times. I mean, you know how Steve Harvey goes into people. He said, "You're not on trial for your character, sir. You're on trial because of stupidity." The reason you're here is because you're stuck on stupid. So he kept saying it. He said he eventually told the nervous non-hubby that he was, joking about him being stupid. He seemed like he was a great guy because he talked to him after the show.
Okay.
So,
but he still clowned him all through the show.
Right. But, he apologized after, but, ABC said, look, you got
off camera?
Yeah. ABC said, you got to chill it down. So, they kind of smacked him on the wrist or whatever, reprimand him a little bit. So, yeah. Unfortunately, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet, they're announcing their split in a joint statement on Wednesday. We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformations times, that we are parting ways in marriage. We share this not because we think it's newsworthy, but so that as we go about our lives, we may do with dignity and honesty. They're just trying to be up in front and honest. We split. After 16 years, they began dating in 2005, and they tied the knot in 2017.
Wow.
They have 2 children.
I thought they had been together longer than that.
2005, yeah. It's 2020. So.
No, I was thinking 17. You said they got married in
2017. Oh, you thought they were married?
Yeah, I thought they were married longer.
Yeah, I thought so, but they were just together, and they had, probably the children in the process, because they're not big kids, but they're 9 and 10 probably.
Oh well.
More news on the set of the movie Rust. Now they keep going back and forth, trying to blame one another. Mm-hmm. The ammunition supplier for the movie Rust is being sued by the armorer over the fatal on-set shooting by Alex Baldwin. And they killed the cinematographer.
Right.
The armorer, Hannah Reed, is now suing the PDQ arm and Prop LLC, claiming the supplier provided her with dummy ammunition with live rounds mixed in. Mm. So Reed accused the company and its founder, Seth Kenney. I remember him being on there, and he was accusing her of violation of trade practices, false and deception, product labels, and false and material misrepresentation. The ammunition was misrepresented as only dummy ammunition when it contained both dummy and live ammunition. Mm. Kenny has constantly denied that the live rounds on the set of Rust came from his company.
So everybody's blaming somebody else now, right, for where the live ammo came from.
Right. So it sounds like Alex Baldwin, he's not in that anymore. So it's between the company that provided them and
But I did read that he turned over his cell phone.
Oh, okay.
To whoever is handling the investigation.
Oh, okay. Because he was a producer on it, so that's probably why.
But after all this time, I'm like, man, you had plenty of time to alter stuff that was in your phone.
Yeah, but
if you desired to do
right.
that.
Well, that's my Hollywood wrap up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a lot of stuff happening this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you, Ketel. Oh, I heard Wendy Williams is still out.
Yeah, I did hear a crazy story on the radio. I don't know if it's true or not, but she was taping at home, and they have producers and cinematographers there at her house, mm-hmm. but she was acting erratically.
Oh.
Had her clothes off, and they said she was touching her private parts. She was just acting, not herself.
Okay.
So they called folks to come get her, and she's been away ever since. So they claim that it has something to do with Graves' disease. They try to put it on that, but I believe, me personally, I think she had a nervous breakdown. Because first of all,
what is she using again?
Probably both, because the ex-hubby, bought the house first, then had the baby, then he just got married.
Oh, he got married? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. His girlfriend got a big rock on her finger.
Okay.
So, I would have a nervous breakdown as well. So.
Oh, well.
Okay.
I don't see why.
We wish
if he don't want to be there, bye.
But I'm just
you want that happen?
Bye. It's a lot going on. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well.
Yep. I wish her a speedy recovery from whatever's going on.
Right.
All right. Let's see. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're coming back with the Kiss It list.
All right.
So if you have anybody you want to add on the world-famous Kiss It list, now is your chance. Give us a call at 914-803-4306. Tell us who you want to add on the Kiss It list, and when we come back from the break, Poppa DD will tell you what that is, and if you don't already know. But all right, we're going to take this quick break, and we'll be right back.
You're in the right place at the right time. It's the Pajama Party. www.apajamaparty.com. Produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment. Don't just sit there yelling at the air. You've got an opinion? We want to hear it too. Dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306. Don't let us have all the fun by ourselves. We've got room for you at the Pajama Party. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Operators are standing by. Well, they're lounging on pillows, but they're waiting for your calls. So call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Oh, you want to throw pillows?
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. All right, Poppa DD, please explain to the folks what exactly is the worldwide notorious Kiss It list.
Kiss It list is patented. Patent pending. As the girl would say on Shark Tank, patent pending. It's anybody to show their butt. And I'm going to start off with that senator who tried to deny the brother just getting a circuit court job. Talking about he had a
rap sheet.
A rap sheet.
Yeah, it was 3 tickets.
Well, she watches too much TV. Like,
that was,
what
10
you
years
got
old?
going on?
10, 20 years old.
What you got going on? I bet she thought about that night she got stopped by them cops, too.
Well, her name, just so I can put it out there, is Senator Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee.
Yeah, and we don't even know these people. They live how do you live such a life where you're so privileged and nobody even knows who you are? Whew, that's got to be a beautiful thing.
We know who she is now, and we know what she is.
And every 2 weeks, that government money drops in your direct deposit. Damn. Damn.
I got another one. I don't know the woman's name because she's too ashamed to release it. But there's a Japanese woman who put her brand new newborn baby up for adoption because she had a sperm donor situation, and the sperm donor misrepresented who he was in terms of his education. She wanted someone who was well-to-do, who went to Kyoto University or something, and he said, yep, that's me. She had a baby by this man because her husband has some kind of something that can be passed to the kids, so she wanted another child. She got with this guy, had sex with him 10 times, got pregnant. Before the baby was born, she found out that this man misrepresented his educational background, and she decided, then I don't want this baby. And she put that baby up for adoption as soon as the baby was born.
Put on the Kiss It
over that. I'm like, you crazy. You on the Kiss It list.
Yeah, the cake and ate it too, huh?
Kwame Kilpatrick?
Yep.
Yeah, what's he doing nowadays?
He's going to ministry.
He's wilding out.
Well, most of them do.
He's wilding out.
But they saved after they get out of jail.
Well, Green did it after the grits,
Yeah, those grits did send him right to Jesus. Navient, for all of the bull crap that they've been doing to people for years. Navient and Navient again. Mike Dewey, who was involved with that Ohio Wright brothers license plate fiasco.
Yeah, I think the plane was facing in the wrong direction.
Yeah, they had everything all twisted around up there. And Melania Trump. Oh, you do?
I remember that story. The plane, the license plate came out, and instead of the plane like it was flying, like it was landing or something.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
But like you said in your piece earlier, Ketel, everybody's denying it. It went through 20 different people.
I know.
They're like, oh, well, I don't know about that.
I was only looking at the color of the ink. I didn't really look at the plane.
My job was only to approve.
And that's probably how it was, too.
I just made sure Ohio was spelled right.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the plane.
And then the other person was to look at the background. The other person was to do. I'm like, well,
then one person said, all I did was pay for Starbucks. I ain't had shit to do with it.
That's just like, about the monkey shirts and all that. How many people did it go through to approve?
Exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah. You're right.
Ignorant. Straight ignorant.
Melania Trump.
Yeah.
This ridiculous auction situation.
For sure.
I'm like, girl, if you press for money like that, you might need.
And that's what it can happen with that election thing. Because sometimes trying to, salvage those votes, sometimes you can have too many cooks in the soup. Everybody in different states trying to do crooked stuff. That stuff could backfire on them. It takes a lot of work to be crooked. You know that?
It does.
I'm going to tell you right now. It takes a lot of work, man.
Oh, and don't forget the guy in Clearwater, Florida, who had the drugs wrapped around his teeth.
I was just going to say that. Yep.
He's definitely on the kiss it list because that was just stupid. Anybody else?
Cocaine and methamphetamine.
Did we say Trump?
All the time.
I thought the people you were talking about, Navian?
Oh, I said Navian.
Oh, okay. All right.
I said Navian a couple times.
Sounds like that doctor from the... Remember the doctor for the gymnast women?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like him.
Nasser,
Navian,
Nasty Nasser.
Come on, fucking jail.
Yeah, put him on the list again. Yeah, he's in jail.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I thought he hung himself.
He's in jail.
Okay.
Oh, and one last one. All these people who get away with stuff, these white folks that get away with crimes and barely do time, and then you have, I've read about a black woman who's like, I forgot how old. She's an older black woman. She did like 40-some years in jail for a crime she did not commit. She just got exonerated and finally got out. But she did all that time. Like, this stuff keeps on happening.
I know. I don't get it.
So all these people who get away literally with murder, with a slap on the wrist, you're on the kiss it list.
And 40 years later, when you get out, the whole regime is different.
Oh,
the prosecutors, the Texans are retired.
The whole world is different.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, anybody involved in your case,
retired by
they're gone. Who's the prosecutor? Oh, that was Joe. Yeah, he died. His wife killed him a year ago.
Yeah.
All kind of crap.
Well,
anyway.
Anybody else? That's it?
All
right. We got a special gift for everybody on this week's Kiss It List.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever-loving country ass. That's right.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party One Hills, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel and Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. We're down to the last word. I'm going to go to you first, Poppa DD.
I just want we got a little bit of time, so I just want everybody to buckle up for the weather that's allegedly coming. You know, remember last time in the DMV area, we got hammered. Hammered with a capital H. But also, try to enjoy you some football this weekend. It's going to be a good weekend for football. All the players is out there. There's no regular games. This is playoff, one and done. You got 2 games tomorrow. You got 3 games on Sunday, and you got a game on Monday night. So that's 6 games all weekend of playoff. Win and move on, lose, and you're out. Okay? And my Eagles are playing too, so
My Steelers are playing.
We ain't gonna talk about the other team anyway.
Yeah, I think Ketel's team got knocked out.
Yeah, but it's gonna be some good football. So,
other
than that,
look, one good thing about them, they come up with a new name.
Yeah, I heard about
someday.
that.
February 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're
They
waiting
having
on
a party too on the 5th or something.
Oh,
yeah,
like
I don't know what that's
parking
about.
party they calling it.
Oh, wow.
Why would you even use that term in the world today? As much crap as they've been in. I think it's on the 5th.
That's not a good one.
Something
I don't know what day of the week that is,
know.
but it's called Park and Party.
Oh, God.
Of all the where's the discreetness in that title? Oh, that
They
team.
should have just called it Bad Idea.
They're still drunk. They're still drunk as hell.
And it's going to be cold a lot.
That's your boy Snyder and his wife.
They'll probably do it. I don't know.
No, it's outside in the parking lot. It costs $5, and you can just party and celebrate.
It's like
They're giving away they're giving away different paraphernalia from the new name. Cause they got to get it out there.
They're trying to get rid of all.
You got to get it out there. You got to get it out there.
All that stuff with the W's on.
All the no, not the W. It's gonna be the new name.
Oh, I thought they were trying to get rid of the old stuff.
They probably done burned that.
They're probably calling the Washington Generals, like the ones that the Globetrotters used to beat. Remember the Washington Generals?
Yeah, that fake team.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway.
All right. So that's your last word?
That's my last word. Just be careful and good football this week.
Okay. Well, my last word is watch yourself. Try to avoid breaking the law if they don't treat us fair. So I'm just saying, watch yourself.
What's the guy say? Watch yourself.
Watch yourself. Shake it fast. Watch yourself. Mystical. Tell me what you're working with. I'm just saying, you got to really be careful out here because, you go into stuff and things happen and you think, well, I'm just going to be honest and, justice will prevail. Yeah, maybe not. I'm just saying, try not to put yourself in a position where you have to rely on quote-unquote justice.
Mm-hmm.
That's my last word.
What do they say? What's it called? Fools go where angels feel the fear the trail.
And Richard Pryor said, when you go and look in the jails, that's what you find, just us.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your last word, Cam?
Well, hopefully we're going to get it together this weekend. MLK, hopefully he's going to be proud and honored.
Big
folks walking across that Frederick Douglass Bridge.
Big celebration.
Yeah, and, getting this voting thing together. It's sad that we always have to fight for something. Always. It's just sad.
Other people live so easy and got to do nothing.
Right, and, here we go again, fighting again.
The things that you should have, like, by default.
Yeah.
But like you said, we got to fight for it.
Got to fight. So, okay. Well, we're going to keep going. So, hopefully we can continue to fight this crazy pandemic thing, too. Like Poppa DD say, just get the damn shot. So, we can't emphasize that enough. But
that's who I forgot to put on the Kiss It list, the governor of Virginia.
Oh, God.
He said he's going to allow parents to choose whether they want their children to wear a mask.
He's trying to be safe.
What is it, too?
I think that governor's going to realize that he is governor of a big old state.
Mm-hmm.
He hanging in Richmond and Alexandria and all these little fancy towns.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you're the governor of down on Accomack.
Yeah, all of it.
All Accomack, you name it.
Yeah.
All kinds
of edge.
Virginia goes forever.
I know. So those people in the sticks, he got to satisfy them. He got to satisfy the people in the city. So
and all he's doing now is just talking about his little Richmond and we're Alexandria and we're going okay.
Well, he's so consumed with critical race theory, which is not even a real factor.
Yeah.
But he's trying to make it a thing.
Don't teach my white kids no more than they already know.
See, if he can claim he got rid of it or shut it down when it really didn't exist, then he's going to be able to say, all right, I accomplished that.
But what was it?
It's like they're not even teaching that in the public schools. What are you talking about? Anyway.
But anyway, that was my last.
We'll see what
all right. Well, shout out to our listeners. Thanks for hanging with us, everybody from coast to coast. Love you guys. Appreciate it. And we'll do it again next Friday night. You can check us out online at apajamaparty.com. And thanks to our parent company, DCHomegrown.com. Appreciate them.
You ain't going to another round conversation.
I know. It's like, oh, like when
Pajama Party after hours.
Peel it back.
What the
The
hell?
after show combo.
Get the bottles going. Shit,
why not? Clinking glasses. All right, well, we won't be sharing that online. So we'll catch you guys again next Friday night. When we do it all over again. And again, like I said, check us out online. And tell a friend. Tell a neighbor. We appreciate it. I think that's about it. So say good night. Get on out of here. Say good night, Poppa DD.
Good night.
Say good night, Ketel.
Good night.
And good night, everybody. Adios. Bonsoir. Arrivederci. Ciao.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, growing sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, growing sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, growing sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, growing sexy, throwing a party.